First of all, I would like to thank all professors from UCLA to join with us this symposium. Because in the collaboration between UCLA and VNU, we have a part of chemistry field. I would like to introduce to you an overview of research and education in Faculty of Chemistry to help you understand about us. Yes. The Faculty of Chemistry has been one of premier faculties in University of Science. Our faculty offers students general and in-depth knowledge in theory and practical skill in the field of organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, analytical chemistry, physical chemistry, polymer chemistry, and medicinal chemistry. Our students are required to acquire knowledge in theory and practical chemistry, research methodology, and logical thinking procedure. And in the around more than 10 years before, students graduate from our faculty are placed in academic position at the first-rate institution, university, and companies. As I introduced yesterday, our faculty in the present has 5 departments, including analytical chemistry, applied inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and polymer chemistry. Maybe in this year we will set up a new department in medicinal chemistry. And we also have 3 key research labs in applied physical chemistry, computational chemistry, and natural product and medicinal chemistry. Now our staff is around 100 members, comprising 10 professors and associate professors, around 27 PhD, and 43 master, and we also have around 20 researchers. Now I would like to introduce to you about our education. In the bachelor course, now we have total around 1,000 students. Every year we have around 250 students enrolled and around 200 students graduate from our university. And the course requires 4 years, divided into 8 semesters. The student must complete 140 credits, divided into 8 semesters like this. In the last semester, the student must do graduation research project around 10 credits and have presentation. In the other hand, we also have an honor program in our faculty. In this program, we select around 30 students, excellent students from the entrance examination. We teach the same program, but focus on the methodologies and practical skill of active learning, creative thinking, doing research projects from basic to advanced, and improve their English skill. The students graduate from this program are able to study further abroad and be selected to promote their careers in universities. In the master program, now we have around 270 students. The course is around 2 years, and they also must do graduation research project around 15 credits in 6 to 8 months. In the PhD program, we don't have so many students. Now we just have around 27 students. Because as you know, our facility not so good, so difficult for PhD students can graduate from our university. So we need the help from UCLA. In the PhD course, the students are required to complete the around 9 credits, only 9 credits to relate the seminar, and they must do research project. Actually, in the present, our staff are young. Almost all study PhD abroad. So now we have many kinds of research in chemistry. As my case, I research in medicinal chemistry and natural products. So now I would like to introduce to you some research interest in our faculty. In the organic synthesis group, now we focus on synthesis of insecticides, or plant growth regulator, or insect pheromones. Our study on the synthesis of organic dyes used in food and pharmaceutical industry, or some tautomerion reaction. We also have a big group in green chemistry. In this field, we use microwave and ultrasounds to assist the synthesis reactions to reduce the harmful waste product and increase reaction use. In the natural products and medicinal chemistry, now we study on the isolation and structure elucidation of natural compounds from medicinal plants. And we also study on the extraction of essential oils or semi-synthesis of drugs from natural sources, such as taxol. And we also study on the screening and testing biological activity, such as antioxidant, anti-enzyme, anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, antiviral, or anti-malaria of plant extracts and natural compounds. As I told yesterday, the natural product and medicinal chemistry is the strongest group in the Faculty of Chemistry. Every year we can have around 10 to 15 ISI publications, because you know Vietnam is the tropical country, so we possess many medicinal plants. So easy for us to identify the natural compounds. 5 years before, we just interest in the chemical composition of medicinal plants. But now we focus on the isolation and identification of active natural compounds following bioassay. In the cancer research, now we just join with some biological biology group to find some various natural compound exhibited cytotoxicity against some cancer cell lines. For example, in my group, we just have a new publication in Planta Medica about geranium dihydrochancons from Atocarpus antilis and their anti-austerity activity. In this research, we found this compound was identified as potent preferentially cytotoxic candidates against PANC1 human pancreatic cancer cell line under the nutrient-deprived condition. So I have a subject about the natural products and medicinal chemistry group. We can isolate and identification of anti-cancer candidates from medicinal plant. And we also can study on the synthesis of derivatives for screening anti-cancer activity to find potential agents. And we also can study on synthesis, semi-synthesis of anti-cancer candidates from natural compounds for further testing. In our other group, we also have the polymer chemistry. In this group, we study on the synthesis of polymers and graphene. This group work like Dr. Rick Karen. Rick Kenner, I'm sorry. And we also study on the modification of natural polymers, biodegradation of polymers, polymer recycle or polymer additive. In organic chemistry department, we focus on environmental treatment catalysts. Like synthesis some photocatalysts based on titanium dioxide or advanced redox catalysts based on the transition metal oxides. We also interest in the synthesis of pigments or fertilizer or composition of cement or ceramic applied in industry. And we also have a big group in electrochemistry and renewable energy. In this field, we focus on the photovoltaics, dye-sensitized solar cells, or rechargeable cells and fuel cells. And we also have group interest in theoretical and computational chemistry. We study on the computer and material designs or modeling spectroscopic property or reaction mechanism. In analytical chemistry field, now we just focus on the development of analytical methods such as chromatography, electrochemistry, atomic spectroscopy, or photospectroscopy. We also study on the synthesis of solvent for gas absorption and solid phase extraction and apply chemometrics to analytical chemistry. Now we also just start a new project in characterization of recombinant proteins. We also have some small group research in catalyst chemistry, nanochemistry, corrosion and protection of metal or biodiesel. Yesterday you visited some our lab in the Faculty of Chemistry. Actually, we also have some basic instrumentation like HPLC, GC, or SMERS. And we combine with the Analysis Center from University. We also have NMR with 500 MHz or high resolution mass spectrometer. For natural product and medicinal chemistry, with these two instruments, enough for us to get the ISI publication. And here are some photos of our student in practice course. And here, under graduation ceremony, and our staff members. Thank you very much for your attention.